Those memories still haunt me every night. But now I am back to destroy her and to take everything which she loves. I am Emma, and you don't know my story yet.
Emma unwillingly lost her virginity to a stranger because she was drugged by her evil stepsister, who wanted to destroy her career and embarrass her in front of the world. A mysterious man grabbed Emma's hand and took her downstairs. That night, Emma lost control of herself and gave her everything to the handsome man she met that night.
Are you sure?
Sure as hell. Not knowing that this would be the biggest regret of her life. The next morning, Emma woke up in the stranger's bed. She was ashamed and embarrassed. The man she had met at the club last night was now in the shower, and she had no clue who he was. Emma was filled with rage. Her stepsister framed her. Even though she could not recall all the details from last night, she knew her stepsister was behind all of this, and that she would get her revenge. Emma was going to make sure Stephanie has to pay back and suffer the emotional turmoil that Emma was going through. When suddenly Emma heard that the shower had stopped, she realized that the stranger from last night was going to come out and see who she was. She did not want to see who he was. She collected her thoughts and rushed to get her clothes. She put on her clothes and quietly slipped away. Emma did not want to meet that stranger ever again, but little did she know their paths would cross soon. 30 minutes later, after Emma left the room, Stephanie sneaked into the room to collect evidence of what happened that night and make it public for the world to see. This would humiliate Emma so much that it will not only destroy her career, but it will end her life.
And by the looks of it, it's pretty obvious that two people slept in this bed tonight. I know, you and I were trying to get her drunk last night and get her arrested for public intoxication, but this is way better. I knew Emma wasn't as innocent as she pretends to be. And now, all I need is a little proof.
She picked out her phone ready to record evidence when suddenly, she heard an unexpected knock on the door. She panicked. She can't get caught or else she will be in big trouble. The hotel receptionist told her the room was empty. Who could it be?
I know you're in there. I had asked the lobby to let me looking for warming when I first returned to the room.
Stephanie realizes that the guy standing outside has misconstrued her as Emma, the girl who slept with a stranger. She had fallen in the rat trap she had created to destroy Emma. She couldn't be exposed in front of the world. She panicked and tried to hide before someone saw her. Before she could hide, the door opened and 3 men entered looking for her. She had no choice but to face them.
Hello?
I'm here on behalf of my boss.
She realizes that the man standing in front of her thinks she is Emma. She can't reveal that she is the one who framed her and got here to collect evidence, so she played along and did not reveal her identity.
This is our boss, Scar. He has promised to help you with whatever you need.
Who's your boss?
William Anderson.
What?
William Anderson.
Stephanie realized that Emma lost her virginity to the biggest Hollywood star, but now that they don't know Emma, Stephanie could play along and misuse him. A week later, Stephanie threatened Emma to leave the city, or else she would leak the footage from the night she lost her virginity. But it was too late. Emma was pregnant with the stranger's child. Little did she know he was William Anderson. Emma would have left after Stephanie threatened to leak the footage from that night and ruin her image. But now she could not back down. She was pregnant with the stranger's child. She was determined that she will find out who the father of her child is at any cost. Meanwhile, Stephanie had misused William and taken loads of money from him. She bought luxury cars and transformed herself into a model. She had completely changed her life with that one lie, and she loved the money and fame. Stephanie was the talk of the town, and rumors had spread that she was William Anderson's new girlfriend.
Stephanie, what are you doing here? You know better than to show up at my office like this.
Stephanie ignored the fact that William hated her, and she was adamant about not losing him. So she invited him to her birthday party where she would propose to him and ask him to get married.
It's my birthday today, and I thought maybe you could come over tonight.
I have back-to-back meetings all day. As I told you before, I have business to do.
You were too hard. You have to make time for pleasure.
William never liked Stephanie. Something in his heart told him she was not the same girl he had spent that magical night with. But he could not let her go to the media and create a facade about it. He had no choice. So he agreed to show up at the party.
Come over tonight. We can have some dessert, if you know what I mean.
Stephanie, don't make me repeat myself. It's pathetic.
Stephanie stood there embarrassed. In these 2 weeks, she had gotten nothing but rejection. William kissed Emma without hesitation that night. So why would he avoid Stephanie every day? That was the moment she decided she will make William her husband by hook or crook, and nobody can stop her. If not love, then she will have to blackmail him into marrying her. She made up her mind that she will propose to him at the birthday party after her debut film was announced. And if he denied, then she will expose him to having forcefully slept with a stranger. Emma also arrived at Stephanie's birthday party. She was going to confront her and ask her who the stranger was. When Emma arrived, the paparazzi surrounded her as they knew Emma was Stephanie's stepsister. They started asking her if she knew anything about tonight's proposal. She was confused. How did Stephanie become a Hollywood star in just 2 weeks? Emma spotted Stephanie. She was perplexed at what she saw. How did Stephanie climb the ladder so soon? How can she be offered a film in just 2 weeks?
What is she doing here? And tonight of all night? Sorry, she wants to ruin my life.
I don't know, Stephanie, but we must handle this carefully.
Emma knew something was off. There was something missing that she did not know about. She walked towards Stephanie to ask what was going on, while Stephanie walked towards her very calmly, not letting any speck of doubt from the crowd around. The situation got tensed as they both approached each other.
How dare you come back? I thought I made it perfectly clear that no one wants you here.
Emma told her that she wants to know who the stranger from that night was, and the fact that she is pregnant with his child.
Fine, follow me, we're gonna have a little chat.
Stephanie was determined she would not let this unborn child come in between her successful career.
Wow, Emma. Really know how to pick your time, don't you? I mean, don't you know that today is my birthday? Look at how many famous people are here to celebrate me. And then you show up, dressed like that. I mean, you can't have people thinking that my stepsister is a waitress. It's like you have no regard for my reputation. You're so embarrassed.
Emma's blood boiled, but she controlled her anger.
You're here because you're jealous of my success. And you can't accept the fact that I made something of my life. I always play the victim. It's pathetic.
Pathetic? What's pathetic is the fact that, despite me knowing your devious ways, I thought that maybe I could see you in a better light. It's so clear that you were the one who orchestrated the downfall of my career. And I have no doubt that it was you. Spiked my drink that night, led to an unpredicted encounter with a stranger and an unpredicted pregnancy. You and your actions are pathetic.
You're making up stories, Emma. Besides, you can't prove any of that.
While the stepsisters were in a heated argument, the cause of their drama had stepped into the party. Stephanie lied to Emma and said even if she did meet the stranger who made her pregnant, he would force her to get it aborted. After all, who would want to be associated with a loose woman like Emma, who would get drunk and sleep with a random stranger?
Stop it. Stop. You're insane.
What's wrong? I thought you of all people appreciated hearing the truth. Should I go on? Can I share more?
Leave her alone.
Emma turned around to see who spoke up for her. She was shocked to see the biggest Hollywood star. She wondered why his voice sounded so familiar and comforting. Will Emma be able to connect the dots? And figure out that William is the father of her child? Will William trust Emma's story and accept that the unborn child is his? And how far will Stephanie go to sabotage their relation?